Imagine risking everything you own, your home, your savings, your future, on a dream of gold buried deep in the wilderness. Now, imagine doing it not in sunny California, but in places like Georgia, North Carolina, or even Alaska. What if I told you the California Gold Rush was just one chapter in a much larger, and often forgotten, story of gold fever in America? Today, we're diving into the untold tales of America's other gold rushes. Buckle up, because this story is packed with daring prospectors, hidden treasures, and the surprising places where fortunes were made and lost. Long before California's gold rush captured the nation's imagination, there was the Georgia Gold Rush of 1828. Picture this: in a small town called Dahlonega, a farmer named Benjamin Parks stumbles across a rock that glittered unlike anything he'd ever seen. Within months, the quiet hills of northern Georgia erupted into a frenzy. Thousands of miners swarmed the area, transforming it overnight. Dahlonega even became the site of the first U.S. mint outside of Philadelphia. But this gold rush wasn't just about riches, it also played a dark role in history, fueling the forced removal of Native Americans in the Trail of Tears. Did you know North Carolina actually holds the title for America's first gold rush? In 1799, a 12-year-old boy named Conrad Reed found a 17-pound gold nugget in a creek near his family farm. His family used it as a doorstop, yes, a doorstop, for 3 years before realizing its value. Soon, North Carolina became a hotspot for miners. By the early 1800s, it produced all of America's domestic gold. Entire towns sprang up overnight, but what happens when the gold runs dry? That's where the real story begins. If Georgia and North Carolina were the start, the Klondike Gold Rush was the dramatic finale. In 1896, prospectors struck gold in the frigid wilderness of the Yukon. What followed was a human stampede like no other. Tens of thousands of people braved freezing temperatures, treacherous mountain passes, and starvation for a shot at striking it rich. The journey itself was deadly, most never made it past the infamous Chilkoot Pass. And for those who did, the glittering promise of gold often came at a devastating cost. But wait, what about gold rushes you've probably never heard of? From Black Hills, South Dakota, to Arizona's Superstition Mountains, gold fever swept across the American West in waves. Some of these rushes were short-lived, others shrouded in mystery. In South Dakota, the discovery of gold in the Black Hills not only brought prospectors but also escalated tensions with the Lakota Sioux. And in Arizona, legends like the Lost Dutchman's Mine continue to spark treasure hunts to this day. Could these forgotten rushes hold even more secrets? What happens when the gold runs out? Ghost towns. Economic collapses. Broken dreams. While gold rushes brought incredible wealth for a few, they often left devastation in their wake. Entire towns were abandoned, leaving behind eerie remnants of a once booming era. But perhaps the biggest legacy of America's gold rushes isn't the gold itself, it's the enduring spirit of adventure, ambition, and resilience that still defines the country today. So, the next time you hear about the California Gold Rush, remember this: it's only part of the story.